Dome di figura. Cosa ma cosa do sere?
He has bleached the rock, making it appear almost white. Again, with the hungry, come on. Anyhow, we spoke about why it's called Capitol Reef. Capital because of the white Navajo domes, and reef because early prospectors and settlers thought of this area as a barrier more difficult to travel through. Since some had sailing backgrounds, they equated the barrier to being like a reef, but on land. And you've heard me talk about how we've been driving down the middle of the water pocket fold, which is roughly 100 miles long. The fold refers to how the sedimentary layers have been bent and forced to the surface. The last part is water pocket. That part of the name refers to the basins and holes, like the Tafoni, but also other larger ones that hold water. It's all starting to make sense now, isn't it?
I think this is covered up there. Capitol Gorge Trail. caurus, bet kyllä pystyy se pystyy. Days not the rig paradala into the 2 years passage through time and then a few years flow water pocket fall here during times of rainy weather chow get something which I saw they survive in extremes.
Because of water, the area has a rich record of human occupation. The oldest artifacts found in and around the park are called archaic-style dart points from roughly 4 to 10,000 years ago. Archaic cultures were nomadic, which means they traveled light and left behind little evidence for us to learn more about them, other than hunting, which meant they settled near their crops, and we sometimes for new beaver populations. Jedediah Smith was one of the first known mountain men in Utah, but Antoine Robideau was probably the most influential fur trader in the region. The earliest inscriptions found in the deep canyons of the Green and Colorado rivers were that of Denis Julien from 1831 to 1836, likely one of Robideau's trappers. The next group of explorers, including Lieutenant Gunnison, especially around the Water Pocket Fold and San Rafael Swell, were just a little too rugged and isolated for early railroads. This hill in front of us with a very level top looks greenish. This is Johnson Mesa. Johnson Mesa was shaped as the previously much larger Fremont River was cutting down through rocks of the Moenkopi Formation. As we get closer, you'll see it's almost completely covered in black boulders. We also see collections of these round black boulders on some of the hikes and also when we drive on Highway 24 east of the entrance. Here's a good question. Where did they come from? We haven't seen any black rock layers on our tour other than the thin coats of desert varnish. Well, the short answer is that these rocks came from a volcano 20 miles away and were broken up by glaciers and then moved and smoothed by powerful rivers until no more forces could propel them any further. I know, we've been all about the sedimentary route to Hickman Bridge, one of 2 stone arches. Some uphill is required and the trail is rated moderate. I'd say you can expect to spend up to 2 hours to hike and enjoy the sights. You can enjoy excellent views of Capitol Dome from the trail too, and even pretty good views from the car park. Capitol Reef is a place that is dominated by some fantastic geology, and I certainly want to congratulate us on being able to concentrate on so much discussion about rocks and things that happen to rocks. I've done more geology here than we normally do in other parks or on famous drives, and I'm sure that you can tell professional geologists have helped show me what I should guide. Volcanoes around us. While the round shape and smooth edges indicate they were brought here by glacial ice and rivers. So many things to try and interpret and put into a time scale. Does it matter if we understand the process and forces here? Or is it good enough to just enjoy the visual appeal of these amazing landscapes? For most of us, the answer is probably somewhere between the two. Anyway, clearly I am a little bit of a geology geek. And I don't make any apologies. I hope I've managed to rub some of that geekiness onto you too. And then a pull out for the Grand Wash Trailhead. Does that sound familiar? When we took the scenic drive, the first side road I hope we were able to visit was Grand Wash. Remember that I was saying Butch Cassidy reportedly hid away in there? This is the other end of that same trail. If we didn't do the walk then, but we're interested now, well then you're in luck. From this end, it's just an easy 1.25 miles to the best part, called the Narrows, where the canyon walls are only 15 feet apart, but the Navajo